There was a huge media and police presence as Shrien Dewani arrived at the Western Cape High Court on Monday. The charges against him included murder, kidnapping, robbery, hijacking and the obstruction of justice. And a conviction would have put him behind bars for a long time. South African authorities have been trying to get Dewani to this point since 2010. The state had rested its case on the evidence of 3 men earlier convicted of Anni Dewani's murder. But both the prosecution and many at the court were disappointed in Judge Jeanette Traverso's decision. First, she said the evidence was of poor quality and riddled with discrepancies and contradictions. And then she made her judgment.
In the circumstances, I make the following order. The application in terms of Section 174 of the Criminal Procedure Act is granted. The accused is found not guilty in this charge.
Shrien Dewani's family were, of course, immensely relieved, while Annie's family walked out of court almost immediately.
We came here looking for the truth, and all we got was more questions.
You can't do this. I can't work like this.
We waited patiently for 4 years to hear what really happened to Anni and to hear the full story of what happened to our dearest little sister. All we wanted was to hear all the events, and the hope of actually finding that out has kept us as a family going. Unfortunately, we believe that this right has now been taken away from us. Today we feel really, really sad because we never heard the full story of Shrien. The knowledge of not ever knowing what happened to my dearest little sister on the 13th of November 2010. That's gonna haunt me, my family, my brother, my parents for the rest of our lives.
Many have been expressing their dissatisfaction with the ruling.
There's a victim at the end of all this, Annie, and really that's really who we should be thinking about today with their poor family, who I feel really, really upset for.
What has happened today is so shocking. It's shocking about the justice system of South Africa. It failed all of us because we didn't expect this thing is going to happen, especially for the family of Annie. Annie, she don't deserve what is happening now.
I found it personally very upsetting. It's a travesty of justice, and it was a clear travesty of justice. And unfortunately, it puts the South African judiciary system under the spotlight.
Prosecuting authorities have been defending themselves, though.
Ideally, what should have happened is that from the very beginning, we should have tried Mr. Dewani together with the other 3 conspirators. And for reasons beyond our control, we are unable to get Mr. Dewani to be tried together with that. And that on its own did pose a challenge.
So, after 4 years of South African prosecuting authorities pursuing Shrien Dewani for the murder of his wife, he now gets to fly back home to Britain, a free man. Renee Dalcom, CCTV, Cape Town.